Hey, everybody, what's up? This is Star Delta 9 coming at you from the kitchen. I wanted to bring you another video from the Cracked Wide Open series. Due to this COVID-19, this challenging situations that we're going through, a lot of us are feeling confined, lonely. We're feeling the money pinch. The normal income isn't coming in. Our kids are at home. Some of us are feeling sick and tired of the situation, and some of us might even be feeling ill and sick and in the hospital or have family members that are. Okay? All these things that we are feeling right here, right now, I want you to try to remember this. If you don't remember anything at all, nothing is good or bad. It is only the thinking that makes it so. Who said that? Shakespeare said that. So there's a spiritual lesson that's going on here with the collective right now. And every single person in this 3D reality world is experiencing it on an individual level, right? Our mental commentaries, our mental chatter, our excessive baggage create this habitual mind pattern of unhappy narrative thinking, and that mind causes our body to reflect in ways that we shouldn't. Anxiety, fear, panic, discord. It could be a gamut of things. So I want to ask you a question tonight and say to you, are you aware that there is an inner energy within you that is so bliss? The beingness is just rocking you, and it's peaceful, and it's blissful, and it's joy. I don't even know if I can call it happiness, but it's peace, right? And so if you can find this place, I call it the space between the lower realm of negative and the higher consciousness of consciousness, right? And then here is God, right? So I want to show you a way you can obtain it, teach you something that I learned, because during my Cracked Wide Open series, I'm telling you, it's cracked wide open. You realize you're the observer, the witness, the observer of the one behind the thoughts, and that you are the one with your mental commentary that you think all the time, that you've learned, that's been unhappy narrative you continually tell yourself habitually. That habitual mind chatter causes your body to reflect, and it reflects in usually an emotion, and that emotion is generally a negative emotion. It hurts, it's painful, it's fearful, it causes anxiety, causes separation, resentment, and all those things. So how does that feeling come about? Awareness comes in, right? If you have an emotion, let's say resentment or fear or anxiety, sit a second. Take a couple deep breaths and ask yourself, what is making me feel this emotion? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a conditioned behavior, a limited belief, or a mental mind chatter commentary that's an unhappy narrative that you've experienced, lived through in the past. You can't experience the now in the past. You can't experience the now and the future. The future is a thought and the past is gone. By the very essence of life and evolution itself, right? This flower, case in point, you plant the seed, it grows, it's birthed. The minute it begins to grow and bloom, it dies. The very second it blooms. That's evolution. Some of the unhappy narratives that we have in our life, some are normal. Go to a movie with a girlfriend, or watch a movie, have something really blissful happening in the movie. That's the narrative going on in the movie. And then bam, out of nowhere, somebody gets killed. It's a sad story. It changes the narrative and it creates an unhappy emotion in your body, and you begin to cry. That's normal. It's normal. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mental commentary that you habitually keep telling yourself. Why this doesn't work. Why this should be this way. He shouldn't be doing that, right? I'm here to tell you the universe is here to challenge us. It isn't here to please us. It's challenging us to say, wake up, people. Wake up. Because the unhappiness that we're experiencing, the discord, the anxiety, the fear, and the panic that we're feeling as a collective is due to the mental commentary, not due to the situation. We have lived through SARS, MARS, tuberculosis, cholera, and even the swine flu, and the collective universe and us as individuals have made it through. Yes, we've had fatalities. Yes, we've had losses. Yes, we've had some despair and some things in life that happened due to those events. But is that not the evolutionary process of the universe taking care of itself evolutionary-wise? Just like this plant. By the very essence of things, nothing is permanent. Everything is impermeable in life. Nothing will stay forever. Nothing's meant to stay forever, right? Not even COVID-19. So I applaud you to think, is there another way I can assess this or address this? Is there another way that I can handle this and not add anything to it? Can I sit in the now, right here, right now? Don't add anything to it. Don't take anything away from it. And ask yourself, who am I? What am I experiencing right now? And where is that emotion coming from? And I guarantee you, if you do this long enough, you will realize that there is this inner energy within you that begins to arise. And as it rises, your egoic self begins to fall. Falls right off like butter. Our inner body will reflect any experience that we feel is valid. And every time we learned something as growing up, we learned it as knowledge. That knowledge became truth, and that truth became a way of life. And we lived it every single day. So I know, hand to God, hand to consciousness. It's not an easy process. But does the situation of panic, discord, anger, fear, does it change COVID-19 and the situation that we're involved in as a collective universal, as sentient beings? No. What it does is it adds to the situation, and the collective begins to feel that. My boss was slugged in the face because a woman couldn't get in line. There is a better way to think about this, okay? We are grown adults. We've lived through many, many things. We are conscious, I hope, not slumbering. And if you're slumbering, wake up. Wake up, because this mental commentary, this excess baggage, this unhappy chatter that you keep telling yourself is going to continue to cause mind. Your mind's going to reflect in your body. This controls this. And if you don't believe me, just go look at a science book. You cannot live in a state of fear where your body is dealing on a sympathetic versus a parasympathetic on-off, fight-flight system for very long without your body, your physical body, starting to feel signs from that. Hypertension, anxiety, increase in blood pressure, increase in pulse, inflammatory markers going up. Now you're creating a dis in your body and creating a disease. You're not doing yourself, your family, or the collective a service. I understand that everyone is concerned. I'm concerned. I'm taking the practical measures I need to take. And I'm saying to you, don't add the mental commentary. If there's action to be taken, take it. If not, leave it alone. Your body will reflect everything that your mind tells it to be true. So if we're during these challenging positions, right, and we're confined in spaces and we're feeling lonely and our money is lacking and we see our savings account going down and we're just sick and tired of the situation and feeling sick of it, right? All the things we're experiencing are not bad or good. Remember that. It's only the thinking that makes it so. The universe isn't here to please us. It is here to challenge us. When it challenges us, we learn. When we learn, we gain wisdom. When we gain wisdom, we do better, we know better. I've been saying that for eons, people. Eons. What is your narrative? Separate consciousness from that narrative and stay in the rocking motion of the now. This will too pass. There are countries already that are seeing a turnaround and an increase in people recovering. I too have a family member who was rushed to the hospital and is in ICU right now, intubated. Am I getting emotionally upset? I have emotions that are normal. I feel bad. I'm upset about the situation. I send prayers, love, and healing, all the normal things you're supposed to feel. But is my mental commentary that I add to the situation going to change from him being in ICU and intubation? No. So I must stay calm, not add to the situation, stay in the now, and that is where I'm able to be creative, inspirational, and helpful and effective in a peaceful, loving, unconditional way for all mankind, including myself. Nothing is better than that. So I applaud you. Sit, find a space to go somewhere because there's a spiritual practice here to learn. Go somewhere for 2 to 5 minutes. Put your hands together, close your eyes, and take some really good deep breaths and ask yourself, who am I? What am I feeling right now? And if I'm feeling something now, who's feeling that? And why am I feeling it? You will begin to feel a warmth resonating from your hands. You will begin to feel consciousness arise within you and rock you in peace and unconditional love. What's better than that? Then you will realize you've been cracked wide open and now you are the observer of the narrative or the thoughts. You are the person behind the thoughts. It's pretty amazing. You should try it. It is amazing. Yes, it takes practice. Yes, it will take time. And then, guess what? The autonomic nervous system will go bing, and it will kick on, and the prana breathing will just normally start taking effect, and consciousness will continue to rise, and humanity can awaken, because that's what we need. I'm Star Delta 9. I'm bringing you this video, one more video on Cracked Wide Open. I hope you're all doing well. Stay calm,